Hi, my name is Craig Osbach. I'm the winemaker here at Tug Hill Vineyards. With me is our chef, Bonnie Kirsch. We're actually going to do a food and wine pairing today, and we're going to discuss how wines pair with different foods. We put together, or Bonnie, I apologize, put together 4 great dishes today, and Bonnie's going to discuss each course and what we have, and then we get to taste some wine and try it with the food. Bonnie?
We're trying the sun-dried tomato and onion tart on a pastry crust. For the salad, we have an arugula and fennel salad with fresh orange and grapes. And the dressing is honey and orange juice, and it's served with toasted walnuts. This is pan-seared duck with apricot and cherry chutney. And the duck has a vanilla glaze, and it's served with spring vegetable risotto. And our dessert is a lime panna cotta with fresh raspberry coulis, fresh raspberries.
Excellent. Well, we're going to be trying this today with our Lake Effect. Lake Effect is a blend of Frontenac Gruyere with a little bit of Edelweiss. And just like all the wines we'll be trying today, it is from our estate vineyards. And it's a very fruit-forward wine with a lot of acid. And the acid's just so wonderful to cut into these heavy, hearty dishes that Bonnie has created. So, first we try the wine, try the wine, and we'll try a bite of the dish. I do love the acidity in that wine. It's so bright and vibrant.
It's so good. So smooth. And you may think the acidity would be
a detractor in this, but it actually really cuts through the heavier foods. And
it pairs with the tomato, with the sweetness of the onion.
It does, and you get some wonderful sweetness in the sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes.
That the acid's going to cut right into. And we will be trying this today with our estate-grown Edelweiss. Edelweiss is, these are all hybrid varieties for anyone that's not used to them. And they grow so well on the property. But to get back to the wine. Edelweiss is very, again, fruit-forward wine, good acidity. It's one of our sweeter wines, but there's so much acid in this salad that we want the wine to complement it again. We don't want to overpower it. So first, as always, you want to smell the wine, then taste it, and then try the dish. It's a nice, balanced, easy to drink wine.
So good.
Edelweiss is great by itself, chilled, and it can sometimes be a little difficult to pair. But Bonnie has just done an amazing job pairing it today. Works so well with the wine. And the arugula can be a little tough because it is so bitter. But the sweetness in the wine is what complements that bitterness. And the oranges, granted they're sweet and tart, but they have so much acid, you need a wine that's not as acidic as, say, our Lake Effect to really balance it out. Today we'll be pairing this with our whiteout. Whiteout is Frontenac, made from Frontenac grapes. And Frontenac is very bright, very cherry, a little bit of raspberry character, some plum. And we designed this wine in a semi-dry style. And the nice thing is, because it has a little bit of sweetness, it's going to balance this dish out wonderfully. The nice thing is, being a drier style red, it also has the alcohol to cut through the fattiness of the duck. This is just, we had the luxury of trying this earlier. This is a fantastic, fantastic dish. Be careful about with a dish such as this, because there is sweetness in the dish, you can't go with a completely dry wine. It's going to be too bitter. So we chose to go with our whiteout because it is an off-dry, and it just complements it so well. It fits in there, as I said, the higher alcohol of this style red cuts into that fattiness of the duck. So again, those are really the keys when you're pairing anything. A lot of times people often will say, I have a sweet dessert, let me have a sweet wine. Sometimes true, sometimes not. But in this case, because this dessert is not overly sweet, we want a sweeter wine to complement it. Vice versa, we would want a drier wine. Something more acidic to complement the sweetness of the dessert. So we've decided to go with our Tail Light Red. Tail Light Red is the same grape as the whiteout, except the whiteout's really dark, but the tail light's really light in color. The reason being is it's how you process the grape. So we processed the Tail Light Red, the Frontenac grape, and we do what's called cold pressing, where we actually press it immediately instead of fermenting on the skin, so we get a lot more fruit on the nose, a lot less color, very little, if any, tannins, and it creates a fruitier, more aromatic wine. And it's all about processing, it's stylistic, and that's a great thing about winemaking. There's so many different ways to make everything, and every year is so different that you can style the wines many different ways from year to year without ever having the same exact results, just similarities. Sweet, tart, perfectly paired character in the dessert. This brings out the raspberry in the wine.
Oh,
Beautifully.
it does. The wine tastes like raspberries, but there isn't actually any raspberries in the wine, is there?
No, actually, raspberry, that's the thing. I'm happy you mentioned that. Wine, we don't add cherry, we don't add raspberry, we don't add lemon lime to whites. They're naturally there. They're components of the fruit. They're natural aromatics that are in that particular grape variety, and they can be enhanced or detracted from depending on how you produce the wine. In this case, we enhance the cherry and raspberry character. Now, this wine tends to come across more cherry, but when you try it with the dessert, the raspberries in the dessert just bring out all the abundance of raspberry characters that you knew were there, but not so much before. And now they just come right out and they shine, and it fits so beautifully.
You take a bite of the panna cotta with the lime and the fresh raspberry, and then you take a drink of that wine, and it's like a raspberry explosion in your mouth.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's awesome. It's really, really nice.
Exactly. So, again, this was great. This is going to be the first of many episodes. And Bonnie and I'd like to thank you today. We'll be serving these on Friday, April 19th, so seating is limited, as Bonnie has just created an amazing, amazing pairing today. And we hope to see you there. Thank you. And thank you, Bonnie.
You're welcome. Bon appetit.
Enjoy.